Hey Malcolm, welcome to the first episode of the Midweek Update for this school year. To start, please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
In today's episode, we take a look at how music can cause people to de-stress, how a local doctor is helping people, what those bulletin boards around the school are, and a brand new You Give Us a Minute, and We'll Give You a Month.
This and more on this week's Midweek Update. I'm Luke Yepez.
And I'm Soel, and welcome back to the Midweek Update, the B&B show that brings you closer to the people and places in and around the Mebane community.
As you may have noticed that we are rocking pink today. It's in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Every Wednesday of October, come to school wearing pink to support those fighting breast cancer.
I wonder if Miss Dennis and Miss Geller are also wearing pink today too.
Wait, why them?
They're on the first new episode of Hot Takes. Two teachers arguing opposite sides of, well, obviously, a hot take.
Okay, now I'm excited. Let's take a look.
All right, so the other day, I'm just minding my own business, trying to teach a class, and a student raises their hand. They say, "Excuse me, Miss Geller, can I go to the cafeteria? I really want to get a bag of Hall's chips."
Do they mean Hal's chips?
That's what I was thinking, so I'm like, "Do you mean Hal's?" And they say, "No, Hall's." I say, "All right." They come back with a bag of, would you believe?
Hal's.
Hal's chips, that's what. So I was a little perplexed, so then I posed the question to the class, and I got 50-50 responses. Some kids said Hal's, some kids said Hall's.
So, I mean, I'm not an English teacher, but I am an English teacher. I do teach AP seminar, and I think it is Hall, H-A-L-L. Hal would be H-A-L.
So do I have the courage to correct all of these students, or should I just let it be?
I think you have courage. I think you could
All right, then
definitely
it's
correct.
Hall's, kids. It's Hall's chips,
No,
okay?
you're saying it wrong. It's
No.
Hal's. It's Hal's chips. Oh, my goodness.
We should have done that. Is Beyonce the best?
Beyonce, Taylor Swift.
Yes. Next week. Let's do it.
Bye.
That segment was so cool. I love that we're featuring teachers now on Midweek.
I know, right? I'm getting reminded of the faculty episode.
That was such a fun one. The absolute highlight of last year for me.
Speaking of last school year, multiple B&B students competed in a challenge by MVC to find a local story about improving mental health.
You know what, Luke? I think I saw one of those videos last year, and it was calming.
Well, then I think I know which story you're talking about. And I can't lie to you, it made me want to sing.
The arts have served a way for students everywhere to express themselves freely. Whether it's through song, instruments, or one's voice, music has been a way for students to escape their own state of comfort.
It is a really big outlet for me to escape from school stresses and sports stresses too. And it helps me connect with my family because my whole family's been involved in music ever since I was a kid. And yeah, I just love everything about music.
The benefits of the arts have been seen globally. In fact, studies have shown that the arts have contributed to improving mental well-being. Music has been an outlet for over 90% of the world, with the average listener listening to music for just over 20 hours a week, tallying to approximately over 2 hours a day, and this number is constantly increasing.
Not only has it been an outlet in performing arts, such as singing or playing an instrument, but it also is a way for me to express myself by listening to music and hearing things that I can relate with, and yeah, just really feeling like that connection with whatever music I'm listening to.
For Sam and the rest of the Mebane community, it's so important that students have a break in their day from their hard academic work. Music provides such an amazing outlet to let that exactly happen so the students can thrive in and out of the classroom. For B&B, I'm Melanie Arcos.
I can't believe that music can actually help you distress. This means I'm 100% listening to music while studying.
You don't already do that? But I completely agree. I always feel refreshed after playing some music.
It's got a healthy feeling to it, like going to the doctor.
Okay. Anyway.
What? Doctors are supposed to help you feel better in the same way music does. And Anthony Schiffo is on my side about this one.
Being active can reduce the risk of developing type 2 diabetes by about 30 to 40% and can reduce the risk of various medical conditions. However, many Americans shy away from physical activity due to a sedentary lifestyle that causes obesity. Although it may seem difficult to lose weight, award-winning weight loss doctor Howard Goodman has found a way which in turn leads people to live more active lifestyles.
My program encompasses eating, putting in nutrition, supplements,
finding the right foods for their body type, red light therapy that drains the contents out of the fat cell, as well as exercise therapy, where we actually show you what exercises to do at the right place at the right time.
I'm not out of breath. I'll go up the stairs, I'm like, oh Lord, I couldn't even breathe. I'm breathing so heavy, I lost my breath. Now I'm running around and stuff like that. I'm jumping around. I was like, wow, go from getting healthy.
What's unique about this office is that many of the doctors have been through the same processes as the patients, including Dr. Goodman himself.
In the year 2003, after trying everything, I actually had a gastric bypass. But then I quickly regained all the weight back and more, and by the year 2007, I was 410 pounds.
When you see somebody that's been through it and they've experienced everything, okay, now you see somebody that's been through it and it's like, okay, I can do it too.
Losing weight is a hard feat to conquer, but with consistency, the right guidance, and a proper attitude, it's possible for almost anybody. For BMB, I'm Anthony Chiffo.
That's so cool. Learning about new stuff will always interest me.
Yeah, especially learning about stuff going on around school. Speaking of, did you notice the flyers around the hallways are all gone?
I did see that, Luke. And I think I know someone that knows where they all went.
Oh, please share, Stephen.
Maya Passanisi, of course.
As you may have noticed, the flyers that used to hang around every hallway, next to classrooms, and maybe even on your lockers are now gone. It was so difficult to find information. Thankfully, MEPM has come up with a better system for everyone, and that is bulletin boards. This newly implemented arrangement was put in place to make things easier for people to find. Rather than scouring the hallways, searching for information, all of the things that you're looking for are now in one spot, which makes it so much more simple and beneficial for students.
Since it was the beginning of the year, I really was looking for clubs to join, and since this was here, it just made everything really easy to find and had all the information, and it was just really helpful.
There's at least one board on each floor. You can find information about clubs and stay updated on some of MEPM's many events. So next time you're walking in the hallways, stop by one and check out what's going on around our school. For BMB, I'm Maya Passanisi. Now back to Jacob and Ariel in the studio.
Thanks, Maya. I'll make sure to keep an eye out for those bulletin boards now.
You know what you would find on those bulletin boards? A flyer for Unity Day.
Oh yeah? We will be celebrating Unity Day across the district on Wednesday, October 16th. Unity Day is one of the signature events of National Bullying Prevention Month. The goal is to unite to find a creative way to encourage inclusion, acceptance, and kindness through the community. Administration has asked that staff students wear orange on that day. There will also be various activities in the building and across the district to encourage inclusivity on that day.
Wow, we're really stepping it up. All this new stuff around the school and in the community has me wondering what else is going on.
Me too, Luke. But luckily, I think Oliver Mattis has got just that thing to keep us updated.
Thanks, guys. The end of summer brought a packed first month of school and events to students and faculty at MEPM. Sometimes, with so much planned for the upcoming weeks, it is hard to keep track of and remember everything that has happened so far. This new edition of Give Us a Minute, We Give You a Month will recap all of these events in just 60 seconds.
I'm Jacob Sardoui, and why are we back already?
And I'm Melanie Arcos, and wait, summer's over?
I'm Luke Yepez, and welcome to Hawaii.
And I'm Kyle McClellan, and what are you talking about?
I'm Vasily Mikhail.
And I'm Ariel Woodrow.
And the BMB morning announcement starts now.
There have been so many events this year already, and I'm so excited to see what is in store for next month. That's all for me. I'm Oliver Mattis, sending it back to Luke and Steven.
Thanks, Oliver. Luke, I can't believe we're almost at the end of our first episode of the Midweek Update this year.
Well, hold on there, Steven. We still have one very important segment left.
Oh, I cannot believe I forgot about sports.
I know, but thankfully, Jake Maxwell did not.
Thanks, guys. I'm very happy to be back on Midweek Update this year. Let's start in the gym, where first the girls volleyball team took on Mineola on Tuesday and will play Syosset at home next Wednesday. The boys will go to Hicksville on Saturday to take on the Comets. Now over to the field. Girls soccer matched up against Long Beach on Tuesday and will go to Seaford on Thursday at home. The boys went to East Meadow and took on the Jets and will play Valley Stream Central on Thursday. The football team beat their crosstown rival Catholic 31-0 in a great game on Saturday, and this Saturday they will travel to Cary to take on the only other undefeated team in their conference. Make sure to take the trip to Cary to support the Pirates. I know I will. That's all I have for you on this Midweek Update. As always, I've been Jake Maxwell. Luke and Steven, take it away.
Thanks, Jake. Okay, Steven, now you can be sappy about it being the end of the first episode.
Okay, thank God. I was starting to get teary-eyed.
All right, well, that's it for this week's episode of Midweek Update. I'm going to go grab Steven some tissues, but don't worry, we'll be back next week with new stories from around the BMCHSD to bring you inside the parts of the community we don't always get to see. Until then, I'm Luke Yepez.
And I'm Steven Soel, and they couldn't have picked a better duo to host the first episode of Midweek.
Yay! Let's go!
That